Watch as I install the wood burning furnace and chimney in the garage. This was a incredibly frustrating project, probably one of the worst ones I've done in a very long time. Welcome to Bacon's Lodge, where I will build many things, fix even more, and try to make it an adventure along the way. It's a Norseman 2500. So in this video we are installing the wood burning furnace and chimney out the wall. Majority of the video is just showing the actual installing of the pipe out the wall. The furnace itself, we just set it in there with the skid steer and then started this process. Right here I'm just cutting through the plastic sheeting that we had installed behind the wall. I didn't show you take off the pieces of steel because it's kind of I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I just started at this point. And now here I am cutting out the insulation so that I can expose the back of the wall so that we can get it in there. And here you have to install a box to hold the insulation all back so that nothing can get in contact with the chimney pipe. Next thing we have to do here is we have to figure out where the pipe has to go out of the wall, so I temporarily put the pipe in there. Show you that I level it up. You want it on a slight incline so that the smoke goes out of the house. And then we cut back the house wrap. I trace out the hole so that we have an idea where it needs to go before I cut out the rest of the house wrap. That's what's happening here. We then drill a hole, and then we use a pretty good, cool tool after this. It's called a nibbler. What it does is it takes out these little tiny shards of metal that like to poke the hell out of you, but it cuts the hole pretty well. I'm installing the pipe temporarily so I can get the alignment for the bracket that's right there that we have to put on the bottom to hold it up. Just putting it up there just to see how far away it needs to go. I had to get 2x4s. These are pressure treated 2x4s that I'm going to be mounting to the wall into the girts of the building so that it'll hold the bracket up and be secure. Mounting the bracket for the first of I think 30 times during this procedure. It's also raining pretty steadily. It's hard to see here. Drilling an extra hole so that I can actually get a lag screw into the girt of the building instead of just being into the 2x4 that I added on there. In a second here you'll see the first time I have to take this bracket down, or at least partially down, because when I drill through the piece of steel I hit the lag that I put in there behind there, so I have to pull the lag out, put it back in. This became a routine of me pulling it off, like I said, quite a few times. So there I am, going along, thinking I'm doing everything right. You guys aren't telling me. But this is for the inside, not for the outside. So, no big deal. At least I figured it out now before I put all the pipe off. So I'm going to take it off right now. Replace it with the correct one that goes on the outside. And yes, I should have known. So I'm tracing out the correct size hole with the inside insert, which is right there. It'll make it so that I can make the hole big enough for the outside piece to fit in there. Put on fancy dancing safety glasses so I can't see anything. But my mom will be so proud of me because she watches the video. As you can hear, I'm starting to get a little frustrated with everything not going correctly, and I'm soaked through my sweatshirt, you can see there. So I'm starting to sing songs. That was my nod to my mom because she yelled at me for not wearing safety glasses in a previous video, so I made sure I wore them all in this video. Not the roundest hole, but it should do. I'm going to leave you guys in here. I'm going to go out there, put it in. You can see it from the inside. So here I'm putting metal duct tape on there. This will help hold it in place because it's two sleeves that fit. One fits inside the other. I have to use heat here because it was cold and it wasn't sticking properly. So once I heated it up a little bit with a map torch, it stuck down really well and held it right where I wanted it to be. Here we're cutting the inside piece of steel for the inside of the wall. I tried to get the angle the best so you could actually see what I was doing, but it's kind of hard to do. And at this point, like I said, I was pretty frustrated. And then we're mounting up the wall so that it is put back together. We used to have a chimney sticking out here before at different heights, so we had to figure out a way to cover it up. Here I am installing the last piece of insulated pipe out of the building onto the stack that is outside. I didn't film installing the stack outside because it was raining and the camera just kept getting covered with water. Connecting up the rest of the pipe to the outside stack from the furnace. You'll see that I have to manhandle this thing pretty hard to get actually to go in there. Here we're installing the blower fans. The previous owner had taken them off probably just for storage. Surprisingly, they actually worked. They're just showing that the air comes out. Here I'm cutting up some kindling to start a fire in there for the first time. I want to thank everybody who's watched the video this far. You are way more patient than I think I would be. I'm trying to make these videos better and better and better every time, and I hope that I am. If you could possibly give me a comment or something to let me know that it's going in the right direction. Comments from you will help me to make it better in a faster way, I think, than just watching other YouTube videos and the millions of people out there that say how to make awesome videos. There's so much contradicting stuff on that. It's pretty hard to figure it out. So I would think getting information from people who are actually watching it would be much more useful. Once again, thank you for watching my video. I very appreciate it. I'll see you next time.